Hey, welcome. My name is Brett. I'm so glad that you are here. And can I just say congratulations on making what I believe to be the best decision that you could ever make. And it's not only a decision for this life, but it's a decision for the next life as well. There's this incredible thing that happens when you make this decision. I've got a friend, and let's just call her Ashley. She made this same decision that you've made, the decision to follow Jesus. And she showed up to work, and the thing that you need to know about Ashley is that she's a little grumpy, she's a little snappy. When she goes to work, she's always had this edge to her. And so she shows up at work, and she works in the service industry, and she's in the back, she's getting ready, and all morning long, she notices that the rest of her colleagues are going, "Are you okay? Is there something wrong with you? Or are you all right?" And as she's going throughout the day, she's so confused. And finally, she just asked one of her coworkers, "Listen, what's wrong? Is it something I said? Everyone's treating me a little weird, but something's just not right." And they look at her in her eyes, and in the nicest possible way, her colleague says to her, "Listen, don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind, and you're smiling, and you're not ripping us to shreds over the smallest things." And they ask, "Ashley, something changed?" In the scripture in Exodus chapter 34, we actually figure out what's happening. It says this: "When Moses came down Mount Sinai carrying the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant, he wasn't aware that his face had become radiant because he had spoken to the Lord." In verse 33, it says this: "When Moses finished speaking with them," who's the people, "he covered his face with a veil. But whenever he went into the tent of meeting to speak with the Lord," or to pray, "he would remove the veil until he came out again. Then he would give the people whatever instructions the Lord had given him. And the people of Israel would see the radiant glow of his face. So he would put the veil over his face until he returned to speak with the Lord." When you make this decision to invite Jesus into your life, there's an inward change that's happening, something that's happening inside of you, but it's got some effects on the outside. In other words, you're glowing. You're glowing. You've got this look, you've got this freshness, you've got this kindness. This is just what happens. I guess in other words, we could say, hope looks good on you. You know, sometimes there's these moments that happen in culture that just remind me of Jesus. And have you ever been rickrolled before, where this music video pops up and says, "Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around, never gonna desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie that hurts you"? That reminds me of Jesus. That's who Jesus is. In fact, in Hebrews 13, verse 5, the scripture says that "I will never leave you, I will never forsake you," or "I will never fail you, I will never abandon you." That's a promise from Jesus. In Deuteronomy 31, verse 6, it says this: "So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them, for the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will never fail you nor abandon you." I want to let you know today that as you've invited Jesus into your heart, you made this decision, that you are now no longer ever alone, that you're literally holding on to the hand of the one who holds the world. Today, I just wanted to say, welcome to the family. As we spend the next number of sessions together, here's what we're going to do. Matthew 28, Jesus gave some of his final words. He says this: "Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands that I've given you, and be sure of this, I'm with you always, even to the end of the age." We're going to take some time together to learn what it means to follow Jesus. If we're going to use Bible language, anyone who's a follower of Jesus means you and me is a disciple of Jesus. We're going to take some time to discover some tools to help us take the next steps forward on our journey as we follow Jesus. And may I just say, hope looks good on you.